Cinco de Escuela Misterio. So, of course, everything was shut down when the sun leaves your area because there's no human kinetic energy to run the matrix. And if we are used as batteries, then the matrix has this autonomous feature where as long as there are vibrations from our Merkabas, right? As long as there are vibrations from our energy, fields going into the matrix, then that's how it feeds, right? That's how it runs, because we are the battery. So when the sun leaves your area, you get your rest, batteries recharging, and then the other side of the simulation, their energy is running, the matrix. And then when the sun leaves, their batteries are recharging, and then our energy on this side, we run the simulation, right? And so here in the globe here in the middle, imagine that just being flat, and then the waves, which is the Van Allen belt, imagine that going over the stage, kind of like a wave effect, but it's vibrating, pulsating all the time. So when you look at stars, they look like this, right? This is why when you look at stars through a telescope, they're always vibrating like little vibrating balls of energy. This is from this Van Allen belt effect. And this is also why we are taught that the moon is rotating around the earth, and then those are rotating around the sun. But when you look at these up at the sky during the day now, you see the sun stationary, not rotating, right? And then you can see the sun and the moon the same size at times, which makes you scratch your head about eclipses. And I know that some would say that this is for NASA's use, but if you have technology like this, a space simulator where you can have a screensaver up there all the time, where we see the same thing every single night, but we're taught that we're like hurling through space. But really it looks like this. Now, if you watch that time lapse a little bit longer, you would just see that it does the same thing, rotates over and over and over again like a screensaver. But there are moments in time where you do have glitches, like the moon wave. Code, we go to an airport to get on an airline, to fly on an airplane. Decipher, we fly in a straight line over a flat plane from one port to another. Okay, so this next part might sound a little wild, but just let me throw it at you anyway. Okay, so a 3D holographic yet tangible reality would be ran by a supercomputer, like a super quantum computer. Okay, so if you were playing a video game, your character has a predestination. The character has different routes he can take, the normal level, the easy level, the hard level, but in different adversities to face, that's going to ultimately lead the character to his or her destiny. But ultimately, it's a video game, so everything has already been coded, right? And I'm pretty sure the video game creator, like the coder, has some type of key to where it shows him how everything's supposed to go, and if anything kind of gets glitchy, that he can kind of go in, fix something, aka rewrite the code and put everything back together again. Well, for our experience here, we have NATO charts where for each player of this RPG, like open world type virtual reality game, each player has this where it shows the trajectory of that player's destiny in the game, and it shows you like everything that player needs to accomplish so that player could contribute to the overall experience of the game, so that the AI can learn about the different players and can continue to upgrade and build to enrich the player's experience for each new set of players. So this is why your matrix entry time code, aka your birth time, is extremely important, because your birth time places you at a certain house or location, right? A house refers to a natal chart. It uses the planetary energy. It uses the signs, whether it be like Taurus, Cancer, whatever, to kind of tell what this player is going to experience in the game. And the player is controlled by these strong planetary energies that is on the firmament that we know as like Mercury, Jupiter, Mars, etc. And these energies kind of control the players, and it pulls and pushes them into places that they are supposed to be to accomplish their overall mission in the game. And you can say that the barrier of the game would be this Van Allen belt or the firmament. And just like in a video game, you can see the distance, but you can't interact with the distance. It doesn't render until you go over there into that part of the game. And just like in the video game, we have clues to hint our soul in the right direction. But basically, it's up to us to remember who we are, clear the karma, learn the lessons, and beat the game. But until then, your karma is on a loop, and it determines your experience every time your soul chooses a new avatar to experience the game. Ready, player one?
5D Mystery School.